If you want to see how to spot a crypto rug pull from a mile away, then you want to watch this video. I love watching real estate scams unfold, not because people lose money, but just because of the sheer creativity that people come up with on how to do real estate projects just to defraud people of money. But what pisses me off sometimes is when people don't even put much effort into scamming people. And real estate scams without much effort put into it on structuring it as a good Ponzi or something is just embarrassing. But unfortunately, unsophisticated people don't see it coming, and they're sold on the hopium and they're sold on the riches because billionaires are made in real estate, and these people fall for these scams, and it's really sad. I do hate to see that. I do joke around that one of my favorite things of being in real estate is I'm constantly surrounded by fraudsters and douchebags, and it makes it such an interesting challenge. But unfortunately, these people cost our industry a lot of our reputation and cost a lot of people a lot of their savings. So in this video, you guys, I'm going to show you how to spot an obvious crypto-related real estate scam. Let's look at the Collateral Network, or Colt, C-O-L-T. That's their token name. Here's their website. It's the Collateral Network, peer-to-peer lending on the blockchain. I do like that. I like what they're talking about in this project. They're using a lot of the big happy words of what we hear in crypto all the time to try and kind of pull the wool over people's eyes. But let's go over it, and I'm going to show you the signs that I look for to spot these things. So if you look right here, just on their main webpage, you can see the Colt token. One is going for basically 0.014 USD right now. They say they have 120 million available for sale, and they've sold 82 million. I wouldn't actually doubt that. That comes out to about $1.1 million that they've extracted from people's wallets into their local Ferrari dealership. But let's go ahead and they say they have 37 million tokens remaining, and then they're going to raise the price to 1.6 pennies. Now, looking right here, this is what they say on how it works. And this is what I say that I like the happy talk that they're going over, because this is what I see what's coming with blockchain and real estate in the future. One of those things is going to be lending and allowing you to tokenize your assets and then get liquidity and basically sell some of your equity for cash. So maybe you have $1 million property. You've got, let's say, $600,000 in equity, and you want to tap into the $300,000 or $400,000 of that to go ahead and buy another property for a down payment. Getting that liquidity, getting that equity into your bank account to invest somewhere else while still holding on to the asset can be sometimes a challenge. There's a lot of friction going to banks. It can be very expensive. But if you could tokenize that equity and put it on a secondary market for sale, then you could raise that liquidity yourself. You could raise that money yourself to reinvest. That's what these projects are talking about doing, but this one is just never going to happen. The Colt platform will ensure each asset is minted into a tangible NFT, a TNFT. Each NFT can then be fractionalized, allowing users to lend against assets such as property, cars, and luxury items. There's going to be a problem with that. I'll get to that in a second. Borrow. Unlike a traditional loan, which takes your income and credit history into account, borrowers will be able to use their physical assets to release cash without needing to sell or borrow against future income. That's great. And then trade. Users will be able to invest in and trade their asset-backed NFT loans using our specialized marketplace. So they say Web3 lending is what they want to participate in, and that, looking right here, a new way to invest in asset-backed loans. We've created the world's first fractionalized NFT lending platform, no they haven't, that enables borrowers to gain access to quick liquidity and allows investors to generate daily passive income. So some of the features: borrow capital quickly against your physical assets, track historical loan performance, verify borrowing terms, trade your loan portfolio on our secondary market, manage stop and limit orders, and set price alerts. Okay, like I said, happy talk, fair enough. These are big, good words that I talk about all the time in my group and with my investors, talking about, blockchain real estate and tokenized real estate and what's coming in the future. These are the things that I say, and they say they're implementing them, but let's keep going. So I read their crappy white paper, so you don't have to. It doesn't give you any information. Like, it doesn't even provide the wallet address of their token, which is a huge sign right there. If they are not upfront about the wallet address of their token on their webpage, which they aren't, or in their white paper, which they aren't, then right there, sign number one. Where's the token address on the main webpage? I hate that. They're making it hard to find it, and there's a reason. Now, one of the things, I'm going to be pretty harsh on these guys right here, because if these guys are real guys, too bad. But these AI-generated images of these two goofballs that look like they're special needs, and they definitely need an IEP to get through the day, this stuff really bothers me, because this is so obvious just by looking at this. Look at this Matthew guy with this sideways sunglasses. You guys, this isn't making any sense at all. It's funny, but, Crypto scams, you don't have to go very far beneath the surface to find out it's fake. It's just like bots. When you have a bot interaction on, on your social media, all you need to do is go to that bot's profile and you can look, and it's pretty obvious pretty quickly that you're dealing with a bot, because it's too expensive to spend a lot of money and a lot of time fleshing out a bot, because most people don't go into that level of research and dig and find out. They just see, oh, some user on my Twitter said something bad and I'm going to be feeling guilty for it. Click through to that stuff, you guys, and start learning how to recognize this stuff. So you got Matthew here with his semi-retarded look on his face with his glasses askew, and then you've got Charlie Smith over here. So let's go ahead and click into their LinkedIn. So this is Matt Hutchings right here. He has 332 followers, but he's a crypto founder. You guys, I have way more followers than that, and I'm just a goofy real estate broker in the Inland Empire over here in Washington State. So 332 followers, that's not impressive at all. And if you click right here on this contact info, the only contact info information that this guy has is a circular loop back to LinkedIn. If he's a crypto founder, he's going to provide more information than that, than just a circular loop back to his LinkedIn profile when it comes to contact. I can tell you firsthand experience, and I'm being honest, you guys, crypto founders are not inaccessible. It's not hard to reach out to crypto founders. In most cases, and I'm talking the vast majority of cases, crypto founders are just regular people out there. They're not hard to get through to. Yeah, you might not get through to a billionaire out there, but billionaires are not crypto founders. Crypto founders are usually just kind of, they're just accessible. I know that because I've reached out to them before, and I've been on web calls and phone calls with crypto founders. So they're not hard to get a hold of. And when you see stuff like this, that there's no way to get a hold of this guy, right there, forget it. Now, if you click on the other founder, Charlie Smith, this is his LinkedIn page. Highly, highly impressive because he doesn't even have a picture. 218 connections, no followers. Are you kidding me? These guys, he hasn't even posted any activity on his LinkedIn. They have no other social profiles, by the way, on their webpage other than their LinkedIns that have nothing here because they know most people won't click through. I told you guys earlier, they say they've raised $1 million into their personal Ferrari account. And if that's true, which it might be, why would they bother fleshing this out more? Because they're just harvesting money from people's wallets. And of course, Charlie Smith, here's his contact information, which is a circular loop right back to LinkedIn. Now, if you pull them up on Etherscan, they didn't want me to do this, of course, because they didn't provide this wallet address on their webpage, but it's certainly not hard to find. Just pull up Etherscan and put in Colt, C-O-L-T. They actually have a total supply of 1,400,000,000. They didn't mention that on their front page right there, like I showed you. And right here, the guys, look at that. They have one wallet. There is one wallet. You will not own your coin. If you can't hold your coins in your wallet, you don't own it. Any money that you give on this webpage to Colt, it is going to this wallet right here, and it's going to stay there. There is no trading going on. They say I think it was on their white paper or on their webpage that if you buy into the token now, give them your money, they will hold it. And in the future, you're hoping that they will send them back to you in your wallet. They may not. In the future, this may turn out to be a real project. I could have egg on my face. I would be happy to say that someday if this turns out to be a real project. But right now, this looks fake as hell to me. You send money to this wallet address, look, there's no trading going on. There's no Colt token trading at all. You're just sending money right to these guys. So you hear all the time on crypto channels, someone will say, this is not financial advice. I'm not giving financial advice. Well, I'm a licensed real estate broker and I can give real estate advice. And I will give you financial advice on this project. Right now, here is my financial advice. Regulators, all you guys, you want to yell at me or do whatever you want, that's fine. My financial advice on this token is to run away as fast as you can. Do not invest in this token. Do not participate. And go look at some more legitimate real estate projects that you can invest in. And I talk about those on this channel. So if you want to hear more about the projects that I take apart and say are scams, and if you want to learn more about the projects that I dig into and learn the fees are great or the fees are high and which ones to stay away from and which ones are a good idea to participate in, then subscribe to this channel and you're going to get that information. In the coming weeks, I've got some new videos coming out on some new blockchain news, and also on some other projects that I'm going to look at. And the big one that I'm looking at this week is going to be Landa.